Hey guys, how's it going? Today I'm going to talk to you guys about the truth about the shoulder press. So, I know a lot of you guys are wondering, like, I see a lot of people actually in the gym a lot of the times doing the shoulder press, whether they're seated, the shoulder press, whether they're seated, whether they are standing, whether they are at a adjustable bench or a set bench. I see a lot of people doing the incline bench. Sorry, not the incline bench. Doing the shoulder press, and I sort of wonder sometimes, like, to myself, I say the shoulder press isn't an effective exercise for your shoulders. Um, it's not gonna help you build any width to your shoulders. It's not gonna help your shoulders pop, like, in a horizontal direction. It's not gonna make your shoulders, go like this. You're not gonna get cap delts just because you're doing a shoulder press. It doesn't matter if it's dumbbell shoulder press, barbell shoulder press. You're not going to see any, horizontal gains. You're not gonna get cap delts. You're not gonna get, any more width than you already have because you're doing, a shoulder press, a vertical shoulder press. That's not how it works. So I know a lot of people always do this shoulder press. I always see people doing the shoulder press. I always see people doing, whether it's the barbell, whether they're using the barbell, whether they're using the dumbbells. I see a lot of people all the time using the shoulder press. In my experience, it hasn't helped me at all build any sort of, visual difference to my shoulders because I'm using the shoulder press. It's not an effective exercise for, visual results. That's my experience. The reason why is because the shoulder press actually works your front delt, your anterior delt. It doesn't work your lateral delt. It doesn't make you wider. It doesn't make you, it doesn't turn you into a freaking Dorito. So why would you do the shoulder press? Personally, I see no reason to use the shoulder press because it is something that is ineffective, towards visual results. But I am a sort of like a bodybuilder. I don't know. I've been cutting weight for a while. I'm like very like finicky about my body fat percentage and the way my body looks and how lean I am. So I'm gonna tell you guys that the truth about the shoulder press is that I don't see why a lot of people do the shoulder press. It's not something that is gonna make you look any more aesthetic. It's not something that's gonna make you any wider. As I said, you're not gonna get the aesthetic freaking Dorito V taper. The shoulders, freaking slimming down to the narrow waist. You're not gonna get that just because you're doing the shoulder press. It doesn't matter if it's barbell, dumbbell. So that's my take on the shoulder press. I'm gonna tell you guys that instead of doing a shoulder press, I know a lot of you. I see a lot of people doing the shoulder press, and I just wondered to myself, that's not really the most effective exercise. I think a lot of people do it just to test their strength, or maybe they think they're getting cap delts because they're doing the shoulder press. In my experience, that is not the truth. If you want wider delts, if you want like actual like if you want to make a visual difference to your physique, I'm gonna tell you guys that the lateral delt is the most important part. You're gonna have to do lateral raises. That is gonna help you build the width. It's gonna help you make the most visual results in your physique. So if you want like the width, if you want like visual results, I'm gonna tell you guys to do a bunch of lateral raises, do hard lateral raises, push yourself, of course. You're gonna want them to grow. If you want to do supersets, if you want to do fixed sets, it doesn't matter. So that is the truth about the shoulder press. The dumbbell, barbell, shoulder press, not very effective exercise. It is something that you will not see much result from visually. I think a lot of people use it to test their strength. I know a lot of people like the shoulder press and they do it. I'm not gonna condemn them. I'm not gonna tell them to not do the shoulder press. At the end of the day, it's their choice. I want them to, enjoy their workouts. I want people to enjoy the workouts and to keep coming back and to remain motivated, to remain consistent, and to sort of, to be able to remain consistent for a long period of time. So if you like the shoulder press, I'm not going to tell you that it's the worst exercise in the world, but I am going to tell you that it is not the most effective exercise in the world for seeing visual results. So that's the truth about the shoulder press. I don't do the shoulder press. I am not a fan of the shoulder press. I'd much prefer to spend that time doing extra lateral raises to build my side delts, to get the width, to get, the visual changes, to see the visual changes. That's going to help you build an aesthetic physique. It's not about the shoulder press, it's about the lateral raises. If you want the width, if you want the narrow waist, broad shoulders, if you want that look, that chiseled, the physique that everyone wants, a shredded physique. Because I know a lot of people complain about blocky waist and they complain about their shoulders aren't big enough. I'm going to tell you guys to do more lateral raises. Don't focus so much on the dumbbell, the press, the barbell press. Focus on the lateral raises. I find that in my experience, the incline bench is super effective for working your front delt. That is why my workout programs include the incline bench. They include the incline bench. They also include the seated incline hammer press. So if you guys are interested in figuring out how I built my physique, how I'm maintaining my body fat percentage, how I've been maintaining my shredded physique for such a long period of time, follow my Instagram page. It's luis.hern, the number 9. Again, it's luis.hern, the number 9. You can follow my Instagram there. I just launched my website. You guys can go check it out. It's in the link in my bio on my Instagram. I'll post on my page my physique. I'll post when I'm eating throughout the day on my stories. I'll also post on my page if I do a challenge, 10,000 calories, 20,000 calories. I'll post my physique. If I'm shredded, I'll post. If I am doing something, if I finish a challenge, if I do something if I just want to update you guys, I'll post it there. Again, my website, check it out. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna tell you guys about the shoulder press. As I said, my programs are specifically designed for maximum efficiency and for visual results. If you want like visual results, check out my programs. They're on my website. Follow the link on my Instagram page. Um, check it out. My programs are specifically about, the visual changes and the body fat percentage, muscle building, fat loss, getting you into great shape. So that is what my program is about. Check it out. It's an accumulation of various years of experience and, just first-hand experience, my personal curiosity, a bunch of just stuff that I've read up on. So check it out. Back to what I was saying. Incline press. It's much more than enough to stimulate your front delt. You don't need to do any, sort of shoulder press. You don't need to do any sort of shoulder press. I would say that the incline bench is much more than enough to hit your front delts. Again, your front delts are pretty important, but they're not the most aesthetically important part of your physique. You're not gonna get any sort of visual difference, as I said. Your delts aren't gonna pop out in a forward direction because you're doing shoulder press. That's not gonna happen. So you're gonna want to do the incline press, incline chest. That's gonna be much more than enough to hit your front delt. So my programs are specifically about incline, the upper part of your chest, because the upper part of your chest is the hardest part of your chest to build. If you guys are wondering, do I do any sort of, flat benching? Do I do any decline benching? I don't do any flat benching, any decline benching, because, as I said, the upper chest is the hardest part of your body to build. So you are going to want to prioritize the upper chest. You're going to want to do this by doing the incline press, the incline chest press, whether it's barbell, dumbbell, hit that upper chest. You're also going to want to do some sort of another exercise for, your upper chest, whether it is cable flies, whether it is seated hammer press, the seated incline hammer press. My chest workouts only hit my upper chest, and I find that's much more than enough to build my entire chest, because I found, through various years of experience, that if I'm flat benching, my chest, I don't know, it just looks it's very different. So if I do the incline press, as I said, you're gonna want to stimulate the upper chest as much as you can. So my programs are actually geared towards, just primarily the upper chest. I don't do any lower chest, middle chest workouts. I primarily focus on my upper chest. So that is sort of some details for you guys about my upper chest workout that is included in my training program. Again, it's on my website. Check it out. And that's sort of the truth about the shoulder press. If you guys like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe. As I said, if you like doing the shoulder press, I'm not going to tell you guys to not do the shoulder press. You can go ahead and do it. But as I said, it's not going to make any visual difference to your physique. And the incline bench press is going to do more than enough to stimulate your front delt. So if you are sort of just wondering, I want the width, I want the, the V taper, I want the broad shoulders, the tiny waist, do the lateral delts, lateral raises, hit those, and focus on that. So that was the truth about the shoulder press. I don't do the shoulder press at all. I haven't touched it in a good number of years, and my physique hasn't made any changes, I haven't seen any negative changes to my physique. So that's the truth about the shoulder press. Again, give the video a thumbs up, subscribe, follow my Instagram page. It's luis.hern, the number 9. Again, it's luis.hern, the number 9. You can follow me on my Instagram page. Check out my website, just launched. I post everything bodybuilding, fitness, cutting weight, losing weight. I might post something. If I change, I might go in a different direction. But my page will always include fat loss, weight loss. If you're newer to fitness, if you need help getting into shape. Again, I just launched my new website. Check it out. Give it a thumbs up. Subscribe and watch my previous videos to figure out how I'm keeping the weight off, how I lost it, why I still enjoy exercising and dieting after such, a long period of time, and why I'm still doing this, why I'm still, able to remain consistent, and why I haven't just stopped, going to the gym. So give the video a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. That is the truth about the shoulder press.